So guys, I have a YouTube channel that has generated thousands of dollars in YouTube, and in this video I'm going to show you the exact system I used to start making money from YouTube automation, all the way from building channel that has potential to start making money consistently. If you follow this step and stay consistent of what I'm about to share right now, you avoid the mistake of being beginner doing YouTube automation. Let's get into step 1. So step 1 is choosing the right niche. So I see a lot of people going YouTube to find niche, by going to YouTube and doom scrolling like this to search for niche, and basically they will not find one niche and start doing. That way is working, but right now it's not the best way if you are trying to find niche aggressively that you want to do to start your YouTube automation channel. But the best way to actually find niche right now is by using AI tools like NextLevel.io or any type of AI tools that they offer a good niche research. But this is the website I used to use every single time, and they are very good. And they didn't pay me for this video, but I just suggested this website because I've used it countless of time and I used to get results every single time I find niche on this website. So guys, the next step we are going under step 1 right now is going to be what niche to avoid. So there are tons of niche you have to avoid on YouTube if you want to stay monetized. So in this video right now, I am going to show you guys the type of niches you have to avoid on YouTube. If you are starting a YouTube short form content or long form content this year, is going to be very important. So let me show you guys. So the first niche you have to avoid on YouTube is going to be ranking niche, this type of niche. So this type of niche are niches on YouTube that YouTube does not play with at all, because they are low in effort. What I mean by low in effort is like a templated content. You post it the same thing every single time, so you are going to get it with demonetization, like a reuse content policy or repetitive content policy, stuff like that. To avoid this type of niche, the only way you can be able to monetize this type of niche on YouTube in 2026 is basically if you're adding commentary to your video and stuff like that. These videos, they are having millions of views on YouTube every single time. They are going viral, but the only issue with them is that you can't monetize them. So if you are starting a YouTube automation channel this year, make sure all your video has commentary. That's the only way you'll be able to see results. Either you are doing short form content or long form content. So let's move to the next niche you have to avoid on YouTube if you are starting YouTube automation. So guys, the next niche to avoid is going to be AI slop niches like this. I know you guys have seen those type of videos on YouTube, that dog saving dog or cat is saving cat, those AI slop pets video that you are seeing on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube. They're having millions of views, as you can see right here. But one thing you have to know, that YouTube don't like low effort content that you just go into AI, click generate and you paste it on YouTube. Nah, they don't need that. You need to add authentic to your content. There have to be a script, there have to be a storyline, there have to be more script without repetitive script and stuff like that. And that's how you will be able to monetize on YouTube. So avoid this type of content if you are starting YouTube automation in 2026. So make sure your content has commentary and you are good to go, and you'll be able to monetize your channel and have results like this, as you can see on the screen. So guys, right now the niche that is currently paying on YouTube is commentary, education niche, documentary niche, depending on the type of niche you are doing. Let me say, for example, now you are making a short niche and you have a views of 10 million views. You are going to be making a lot of money from short, because short pays at the range of from 0.1 cent to 0.25 cent. So now if we go to Google and ask Google 10 million views with 25 cents RPM is how much on YouTube. 10 million views with a 25 cents RPM on YouTube is $2,500. Here is how you research competitors on YouTube. So I will go to my YouTube like this. So let's say, for example, this is my competitor and this is the person I'm trying to copy on YouTube. The first thing you have to do is to subscribe to this channel. You have to make sure they are having views. For example, now this channel is not having views like that, but you have to make sure your competitors are having millions of views, thousands of views. So someone you are looking up to are actually making money on YouTube and having views before you start copying them. You don't copy someone that is having 10,000 views, 20,000 views on YouTube short. No, you don't do that. You make sure you try your best to find someone that is averaging nothing less than 100k views on YouTube, and you are good to go. So once you have subscribed to the channel, then you have to go to your short feed. YouTube is going to be recommending a lot of short channel that is doing the exact same thing that you are trying to do. For example, this channel right here
decided to prank a hippo. He gave the hippo a tiny berry. The hippo swallowed it and felt nothing at all. The next day, the man came back.
As you can see, you go to their channel channel like this and see if they are averaging views before you start copying them. Don't just subscribe to random channel and start copying them. You have to make sure they are ranking views and you are good to go. So guys, this is the step you have to take for channel research and competitors. Yeah, so guys, let's move to the next step of building a winning content system. Yeah, so guys, the first thing we are going to move in right now is scripting. So I know that a lot of you guys know how to write scripts and some of you don't know how to write scripts on YouTube. But right now I am going to give you guys the exact same step and strategy I use every single time to write script on YouTube. I mean, like, ChatGPT is good for script, but now ChatGPT is not like really that good with scripting. The reason why I say that is because ChatGPT will give you a script, and the script that it give you is not going to be like fully good for YouTube. It's going to be like giving you Netflix narration type of script instead of giving you the script that actually works on YouTube. But Claude AI is going to be the tools we are going to be using for scripting, because Claude AI understand YouTube and they actually know what works on YouTube. So let's say, for example, I want to write a script for my video. The first thing I will do first is come right here. So if I want to write a script out of this particular video, I will come right here, I will click share right here. And first, you go to this website. After you have gone to this website, get your script, you click on copy, paste the scripts that you got right there from the website. Then the next thing you have to do is this. So a lot of you guys right here make mistake every single time. They're just telling Claude AI to rephrase the script for me, and if you do that, it's going to rephrase it, but it's not going to give you much more details which you really need to make your script go viral and your video go viral. There is this one prompt I use every single time and it used to work. So once you copy this right now, you give it to Claude AI and remake your script, you are going to get a perfect script. So we'll go back to Claude AI and give Claude AI this master prompt I'm going to be using right now. So once you give Claude AI this master prompt, Claude AI is going to like analyze everything and give you the type of script that you need for your video. And once you get the script, you are good to go. The script is really controversial, it's really nice, and once you use this for your video, you are going to get a high watch time video and views and all of that. Just make sure you are not copying scripts, you are actually creating your script so you can get what you actually want. Yeah, so guys, this is how you like make your editing be so nice and really good. So a lot of you guys, if you are starting your YouTube automation short channel, you guys just come to do basic editing and stuff like that. I mean, like, if you are trying to make videos that will actually like put retention in your video, make viewers watch from the starting to the ending, you have to know this trick every single time. So for example, there is what we call looping, there is what we call transition, there is what we call sound effects, sound design, and all of that. You have to learn that if you are trying to like build a YouTube automation channel, and this keys is going to make viewers stick to your video to the end and watch. And the more views you get on YouTube, the more money you are going to be making from your videos. So let's say, for example, now you are making this type of short commentary videos like this.
What started as a harmless prank.
So you see, the first thing I did right here is by adding some arrow on the screen like this. So this arrow is basically going to like point to the viewer that, hey, look at this is the stuff like I'm trying to show you. So stuff like that. And the second thing you have to add on your video is going to be transition. So there is what we call transition. So transition is basically going to help your video like look more good, something like this. Different type of transition, but there is one transition that works for me every single time. So it's this type of transition. So what this transition is going to do for my commentary short, so mostly for commentary short, a lot of people use this transition and it works every single time. It's like basically like a white screen. It's going to transit the video to another part, you understand, to another scene. So this type of transition works well on YouTube. You can use any transition of your choice. You can use left like this,
Turn.
you can use something like that, you can use different type of transition, but just make sure your transition is really nice and stuff like that. Then the other thing you have to do also is going to be adding sound effect under your transition, because like if there is no sound effect, your transition is going to look dry. So let me say something like this.
Terrifying turn. The girls.
Can you see that? So it's going to change the scene. You all really need that. It will help you 100%. And the other thing like I would say you have to do in your video is by making your video loop. So there is what we call loop play. Whenever you make your video loop, viewers is going to watch your video to the ending. So let me say, for example, now you have made all your video from the starting to the ending. For example, now right here, I've made my video from the starting to the ending, and I want my video to loop so the viewers can rewatch it again. And once your viewer rewatch, it's going to signal YouTube that, hey, they love this video, let's push this video to a larger audience. And the more people watch your video, the more YouTube push it to a lot of people. So let me say, for example, now the video ends like this.
To free their friend before it was too late.
So here is what I would do. I will come to the starting like this. I will split the starting like this. After splitting the starting, I will make the first part that I split it duplicates. Yeah, so guys, after duplicating it like this, you drag it to the ending of your video. You make sure you drag it to the end. So I will drag it to the ending like this. So when you drag it to, and make sure it's at the ending, make sure you reduce the audio. The audio don't have to play, so it don't conflict with the audio in the ending, you understand? So when you do it like this, when you drag it to the ending and you play your video is going to look like this.
And before it was too late, what started?
So you can see it's going to look like that, and whenever it's look like that, the viewers are not going to know like they are watching the video from the starting, and that's how you have this type of like nice look and stuff like that, and retention. Viewers are going to keep watching since the video is nice and amazing. The other thing you still have to know if you're trying to start YouTube automation in 2026 is that you have to make sure your video is more shorter, like mostly on short form content. So if you're making short content, you make sure your video length is like, depending on your script, depending on the storyline you are creating, make sure your script is like 20 seconds long to 35 seconds. It's going to like make people watch it really fast, and once you have more watch time like that, YouTube is going to push your video to a more larger audience. So these are the things you guys just need to understand if you are trying to start YouTube automation, and you guys are going to keep scaling your YouTube automation channel in 2026. So guys, this is how I made my video every single time in YouTube automation. And don't forget, if you are trying to like make this type of videos and start YouTube automation, I have a link under the description which you can join my private community and you can get started. And on this private community, guys, every single month I am going to be updating niches, trending niche, YouTube analytics, and YouTube changes, things to avoid if you are trying to start YouTube automation, and things to do. And you can also get a schedule call for me under this community, whereby you can connect with everyone that is doing YouTube automation, my students, and every winning team right there. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. So if you guys want me to make more video like this, you guys should comment down below and I am going to make the videos.